It's nice to see you again. Your appointment was pushed back a little bit. You were supposed to be here last month, but I've been a little busy recently. I hope that wasn't a letdown for you. Good. Alas, you're here now. So, how have you been? Yes, I still have all of your information here. I told you we're old school here. And I know that since our last meeting, things have changed for you. You know I have full access to your account at all times. And I've seen how my work has bolstered your account. Now, let's see. I've done some wonderful work for you. And of course, I know you're very pleased with that. So, let me log into your account. Wonderful. But of course, as your financial advisor, it is my job to have a minimum of one checkup. Since you're on the yearly schedule, I need you to update things that have changed for you. Do you understand? Now let's see, is your address the same? You moved? Now let's update this address of yours. I know that neighborhood. It's beautiful. And how much did this property cost you? Alright, and did you take a loan out for that? You didn't have to, but you did. Okay. Let's see, there's a few. And how much are you paying for insurance? We can start off with your monthly rate. Increases every year, doesn't it? Let's see. A little something. Okay, perfect. And how much? Oh, give me a second. What was the day that you purchased your home? Yes, that was a very good month for you, I recall. A lot of my clients were very satisfied. Alright, perfect. And how much did you pay in taxes last year? How low, considering the amount of income you've made. Do you have a tax advisor that I'm unaware of? Perhaps we know each other. Add that to your expenses. Are you, perchance, expecting your income to increase next year? Excluding my services? Of course, with my services, it's guaranteed to increase. Perfect. And has your relationship status changed at all in a year? Perhaps there's a marriage I'm unaware of. No? Still single? No, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just surprised that a single individual would pay such little tax as well. You have a very good advisor, I'll tell you that. I'm sure write-offs help. Your life is a business expense at this point. Good. Alright, let me see here. Now, let's keep track. What are your monthly expenses? Besides the mortgage, food, any extracurricular activities, utilities. Now, have you made any major purchases outside of this new home of yours? Perhaps vehicles, vacation homes, anything you would consider major. Land, perhaps. Buildings. Companies. You understand. Only a few. You've been more busy this year. It's amazing what my expertise will do for an individual. And how many vacations? Okay. A lot of traveling, I see. Alright, and how much would you say you spent on these? You can combine things if it's easier. Perfect. And do you plan on continuing this spending spree in the future? Maybe a little less. No more vehicles for a little bit, but more vacations. Not as many as you took this year. Alright. Get this written in your statement. And extracurricular activities like gym memberships, for example, how much are you paying for those? Clubhouse memberships, things of that nature. I see here you're joined some sports leagues as well. I didn't know you were athletic. Now that you have all this wealth, you have free time to work out now. Of course. Now, I need to know, what is your yearly income? Including all of your dividends and earnings from sources outside of my expertise. Wonderful. Congratulations, as you are part of our 10% club. The journey from the top 10 to the top 1 is steep, I'll tell you that. You have a long way to go to catch up with them if you're in competition. Don't worry. So long as you're obedient, you can reach that point eventually. Well, now that we have all of this primary information, I'm just gonna log into your other accounts very quickly. Just looking at bank statements and where you're at for the moment. Yes, looking at your interest-bearing and dividend accounts, your stock portfolios. I do a wonderful job, don't I? Yes, you're very privileged having me as your financial advisor. I understand. I am very desired amongst higher level earners, I'll tell you that. Yes, I have global clients. Of course, English is not my only language, but that's besides the point. This is about you and your finances. You don't need to worry about the others. I'm your financial advisor, and I'm here to watch your income and help increase it. You don't need to worry about them. Just yourself. It's wonderful, isn't it? Being able to live so freely without any regard for your income. No more stress, no more budgeting. You get to truly live. How many are envious of you? Do you guess? Does any of your family know of your new lifestyle? Do they question it at all? Oh, you haven't told anyone. Surely they've noticed. everyone that you knew. Oh, you let the money change you? Of course. They were all toxic, I understand. Sometimes those closest to us are our most loyal enemies. I understand. Now, I know you didn't forget. You signed an oath. And now it's time to pay the price. You can't leave. You won't. Don't worry, sweetie. Since it's your first year, we're going to be gentle. In fact, I found that most of my clients quite enjoy the experience. And I can tell just by looking at you that you're one of them. It's unfortunate how similar most of you are. I know you didn't forget it. I know that this, right here, is what's been motivating you this whole time. I know that when you close your eyes at night, for just a second, you have this flash inside of your mind's eye. Just wondering, hoping that it was just a dream, but knowing deep down that you couldn't escape this. It followed you every night and every day, reminding you of your finite time on this planet. And yet, you feel confident enough to make infinite deals with such little research. Definitely my favorite type. You take that dagger beside you and you slit your fingertip and you take it and you mark yourself. Don't ever forget what you are. You're a slave. Right there. You're a slave to your desires. You're a slave to your weakness. But it doesn't feel that way. Not when you're benefiting so freely. Not when you can have whatever you want, wherever you want, however you want. You don't feel like a slave then. Until you're here. And you're reminded of just how little control you really have. Of how easy it would be to have you removed. But you don't want that. No. You enjoy this new life of yours. And I can tell by your supple skin and the soft tan, the glow, that you like this. You want to keep it. And thankfully, I want you to keep it as well. I want you to live like this for the rest of your days. But we all know every decision we make has a consequence. For better or for worse. And for you, it can be better and better and better. And I know that you'll do whatever it takes to appease me and maintain yourself. Yeah. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. I understand. I've helped you greatly. I've made you one of the richest individuals in the world. And you can have far more than that. And as I said, because it's only your 1-year anniversary, I'll keep this very light. I know I've led you to believe that something terrible is going to happen. But as long as you obey, nothing terrible will happen at all. Let me get my glasses first. Right behind you. I do love being able to see. You've been drinking a lot more recently. That's unfortunate. However, my one request for you now, before you go, is quite silly, honestly. I'm just in the mood. I want you to purchase me a gift. See, I told you. It's nothing bad. It's easy. It's comforting to know that I request so little of you. Of course, as you already know, the commissions I charge is automatically removed from your account, so you don't have to worry about that. No. I just require a gift. And after you've purchased, you'll send me an email as proof. So simple, right? So easy. And after that, I do require a financial tribute. I do hope that we can continue this mutual service for one another, but I do have some requirements for my clients. And if you fail to meet my standards, well, that's when it's a good thing I have these gloves on. But you understand, don't you? In this line of work, how important tit for tat is. One betrayal could lead to the descent of chaos and utter annihilation of oneself. And it would be very unfortunate if the root of blame were to find itself pointing at you. So, with your first yearly anniversary, you'll buy me a gift, send me email proof, and then send me a financial tribute. Yes. Very simple, right? Nothing you need to worry about. No. So long as you obey. And I'll know, because I have your bank statements. And I have complete and constant access to all of your streams of income. I know exactly where you live. I know all of your relatives and every piece of your identity. So, there's really no reason to resist. Besides, it makes you feel good knowing that you can please your financial advisor who's done so much for you and who will continue to aid you in your quest to wealth. I can't wait to see you next year. I'm already envisioning our next meeting. Now, you're free to go. We've done our checkup. I don't see any problem with your spending at the moment. What you've laid out is expected. Next year is when you'll really see, when you'll truly understand.